Don't leave me here. My house, madame.
I just died of your arms tonight. Must have been something you said. I just died of your arms tonight.
You rebooted me. Fuck you. Go to ship. Craft a rad suit, you stupid nigga. Multiple class, Leviathans. Blah blah blah. Just die already, Riley.